What's up, you guys, and welcome to another episode of X's and O's for Average Joes. This is your host, Coach Gonzo, and today we're going over the Week 9 matchup between your Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. What you'll be seeing today is a combination of plays that helped us get this win and things that could have gone completely wrong or could have been done a little bit better. These plays are also some of the key factors that led to the wins early in the season. Let's get started. The first play you'll see is a 2nd and 4 at the New York Jets 21-yard line. What you see on screen right now is a 4-3 over front defensively and a cover 1. We'll go over the coverage. The sure tell that this is a cover 1 look is the one high safety and Shot Jones up to the top of your screen. And you have the locked up matchup right here with Fitzpatrick and Anderson. Your next man is Howard on Curse, Baker, which has been playing really good this season, on this tight end right here, and you have TJ on this guy here. This play was beautifully designed in that it is a bootleg to the weak side, but what you'll see here is a stretch or a reach pass scheme to make it look like it is a run to this side, and this is what you'll get. You'll get everybody on the line reaching to the right side, so you'll have flow from the defense to this side because their primary read is that run play. What you'll get off of that is the roll by Sam Darnold, a seam, an underneath route, and a post pattern by the backside receiver. So let's go over this play. We have a beautiful rollout, nice throw, and Howard comes across the field to make this play. Now, two things that could have been done that probably would have led to a great, and when I mean great play by the Miami Dolphins. And I'll go ahead and show that to you guys. Okay, so the main focus I want you guys to focus on is TJ Mcdonald to the left of your screen and Cameron Wake. These two guys really could have set up bigger, better tone if they would have done two things. As we know, TJ Mcdonald is manned up on this tight end to your left of your screen. But since this tight end reaches over and becomes a blocker, that then tells TJ he is a free defender and his role changes into a hook curl, which means he would drop back to the curl and go break on the flat. Now, this is where I say that TJ messes up. If we play this, we go ahead and we pause this here. He reads run, right? Now look at his eyes. They're inside. If we come here, all right, you should know right now this is pass when this guy is crossing your face. So if he was to drop to the curl, see if there's nothing there, and drop to the flat, this automatically becomes a potential pick six with one man to beat in Sam Darnold and a blocker in Cam Wake. Another reason I say that Cameron Wake was a factor and could have been a lot better is one reason and one reason only. So we'll go ahead and back this up, and I want you to focus on Cameron Wake here at the left side of your screen. The flow of the play is away, so as a backside player, your rules are counter, boot, reverse. So as he plays, we'll go ahead and play this real quick. He plays the hip real tight, great first initial read. Now you get your eyes down. You see there's nothing coming back, no reverse, no counter, but now you see boot. So his main objective would be to go upfield, which means he would have met Darnold on the bootleg. However, just a second off, and he has to plant his foot. You see he planted. Go ahead and bring that back a little bit just so you can see the plant. You see he has to plant his foot and then come upfield, as opposed to hitting and going right now. And that gives Sam enough time to get enough depth to throw this right over the top. Luckily, Howard comes across and makes a fantastic play. But just those two variations, with TJ dropping into the hook curl and into the flat, and Cam Wake going right now and playing that boot, could have turned into a potential 6-point play for the Miami Dolphins. Other than that though, fantastic play, led us to a 3rd and 1. Alright you guys, so now we come to a 3rd and 1 at the New York Jets 24-yard line. And this was a fantastic run stuff by the Miami Dolphins. Mainly good play on our end, but also bad play on their end. So let's go over the play. Right now what you're looking at is a 5-3 front, and what tells you that is very simple. You have 5 down linemen and 3 linebackers. Okay, and basically what we have here is the old-fashioned power run. Our guys against your guys. Let's get this first down. And the big factor in this play is number 50 Branch on this side of the field. He plays this fantastically, which really destroys their blocking scheme and allows us to make the play. So basically what you'll see here, and I'll go ahead and draw up the blocking scheme for you guys. You'll have a block down here. You'll have help here. He'll take him. He'll take him. He's going to come and wall off number 44. He is meant to break him to the inside. He's meant to lead up in here. And what you'll have is this pulling guard is supposed to come and kick out the last person on the line, which would be TJ Donald. Unfortunately, Branch plays this so well that blocking scheme just doesn't work, and I'll show you why. So as we play this, you see the Branch right here. Instead of getting pinned down, he plays right underneath and pushes and drives this offensive tight end into that play, which forces this fullback to really delay, and he has no choice but to try and kick out TJ Mcdonald. However, TJ's coming in so fast, he's able to come underneath. The pulling guard completely misses, and this totally goes ahead and disrupts the whole play. Now, what also happens is this double back here, this double on Spence is horrible, and he comes right through, splits it right off the guard's hip, and is able to track it down, and really becomes a key factor. But overall, this was a fantastic play. The only thing that I would say is something that could have gone bad, even though it went right, is 44. And I'll show you why. His read goes right in here on this guard. This guard blocks down. Okay, so his read was fantastic. He went forward. Now, what he needed to do was feel this tight end coming to block down. So he automatically should have shot outside. However, not fast enough, and he takes him on one-on-one. Luckily, he didn't do a great job of shedding this block and putting him right where he needed to be for the cutback. So overall, we played this very well, and it led to a 4th down play, and it led to the New York Jets punting the football. Great job, Miami Dolphins. And these are just some of the plays that helped us in the beginning of the season get those W's. If we play like this on a consistent basis, we can definitely get more wins. Alright guys, so now we have a 2nd and 7 at the New York Jets 15-yard line. And this was another great play executed by us, but also had potential for big play opportunity. So, as you can see, we're in a 4-3 over front. And the way we tell is by the dual tight end to the top left of your screen, and a strong side defensive tackle in a 3 technique, and your weak side defensive tackle in the 1. Let's go over the blocking scheme for this play. So what you'll see and what you'll have is a reach block. Here and here. This guard comes in to wall off. He blocks down. He comes and walls off Kiko. He blocks out. And then we have fake here, and you'll have the jet, or the rocket is what I like to call it, and then you'll have a receiver out here that's going to release inside. So as we play this, and I'll actually tell you something else that happens, is basically this guy comes in and turns around and pretty much a lead blocker on this play. As we go ahead and play this, we have great run flow. Alright. They block it perfectly, but the ones who play it the best are 55 Baker and of course Cam Wake. However, this is what I see the wrong with this play. As we back up, we see run right now. Mcdonald takes the seam route that we talked about. But what I really want you to focus on is Howard. There was no reason for Howard to take off. Even if it was a cover 3, with that release inside and TJ taking him, your eyes automatically need to come inside and notice that these guys are down the field. There's no pass coming. And his responsibility would be to be outside in case the play breaks. Nevertheless, we're here. Cam Wake really should stay on this backside hip. However, he overscrapes and almost has a potential big cutback lane right here. Luckily, he stops his feet, he doesn't take it, and he keeps moving outside. Another delay that I see that really concerned me was Baker. Baker runs right now and he overruns this play. I understand he's trying to get in front of this lead blocker. However, that again, if he was to cut back, leaves a potential gap for 5+ yards on a run that could have been stopped for negative yardage. So just those small things. A great play that had potential for catastrophe just because we overran or overscraped and just didn't play to the right tune, right? So if Howard doesn't come all the way back, he's a potential outside in player. You have Cam, who almost overscrapes and causes a cutback, and then you have Baker, who overscrapes and would have missed the cutback. So even though this was a great play, this did have potential for catastrophe. But overall, great play by Baker, great play by the defense, and very minimal yardage. Alright, you guys, so here we go. We have another play. Great defense by the Miami Dolphins. It's a 3rd and 6 at the New York Jets 16-yard line. And what you'll see here is a wide 9 nickel formation package with a cover 4 match. And we'll go over that just so you guys see and understand what that is. What you'll have is your 4 DBs. You have them here. You have 1, that's Howard. You have 2 in Shaw Jones. You have 3 in TJ. And 4 in Fitzpatrick. And then your 5th is McCain down here in the slot. So basically what the match rules are is your outside corners have number 1, okay? And the way you count receivers is outside in. So this is the number 1, this is the number 2, so on and so forth. The routes that you'll see out of this combination are going to be a wheel route, post, you will have a deep in, then you'll have a drag, then you'll have this guy coming in and sitting in a curl. Alright, so basically on the defense, what you'll see is in a match rule, he'll take the number 1. So as soon as this guy, and we'll go ahead and play it just so you guys see it, and pause. You see how he follows this route right here, and as soon as he breaks inside, McCain takes him because he has the quarter flats, but he takes anything vertical. So as you see, McCain will take this route. Now Howard goes ahead and takes the wheel. As you see, they pass off on the inside. They'll pass off this route. Baker sits on the curl, as you'll see. And then you'll see Fitzpatrick comes through, takes number 1, and as soon as he breaks inside, he's no longer number 1. TJ has to play him, which you'll see he comes up. So overall, the coverage was fantastic. And not to mention that the pass rush was there as well. Very, very hard pocket. Almost get the sack. And Kiko does a great job of following that drag and making a play for minimal gain. 4th down, great job by the Miami Dolphins and great job by Kiko Alonso this year. Kiko has done a fantastic job in the coverage game, something that I believe the last year was not his strong suit. Alright guys, so here we have another play which was played fantastically by the defense, even though the New York Jets did complete and get a positive play on this. This was actually covered very, very well, and I want to show you guys how this play went about. So what you'll see here is a nickel wide 9 formation. You have the ends and wide 9s, and then you have your 2 defensive tackles and 3 techniques, and this is actually a mid blitz. As you see, you'll have McMillan here in the middle, and he will be blitzing. As far as the coverage goes, we have a 3 spin. What that is you'll see on the motion here, Fitzpatrick will wiggle back to the 3 spot, and Jones will come down and play the curl flat. As far as routes are determined, what you will see, and I'll go ahead and play this for you guys just so that we can get the motion going and you guys see the spin. So there's the spin. Here we go. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and bring this back just so I can show you guys the play art. What you'll have is a deep in. Right, you're gonna have a slant or post, deep slant by the tight end. You're gonna have a go on the bottom of your screen, and then what you'll have is 2 hooks by the fullback and the running back. Defensively, what you'll see is cover 3, you'll see curl to flat, hook curl, hook curl, and we're good to go. Now Kiko would actually have curl to flat because we're missing one defender. Now, as you'll see the play develop, everything is covered. Everything is covered. The most that you'll have is a check down. However, Darnold sees this matchup right here and tries to fit it in the window. Great defense by Kiko because of the fact that he takes away this window. Okay, he takes away this window by gaining depth, and now the window is much smaller than it would be if he would have stayed in this hook curl area. So once again, another reason why I say that Kiko has done a very good job this year in his coverage. As you can see, he goes, but the distance is recovered and the play was completed. Once again, beautifully covered, but better throw. Alright, you guys, and now we have a 2nd and 7 at the New York Jets 47-yard line. And this play was a gain of 9 yards by Mr. Crowell. However, this play could have been for a lot less if we would have played this correctly. So what you see in front of you right now is a 4-3 over front. And again, the way you know this is because the strength is to the left side, because your strong defensive tackle is in a 3 technique with your weak side D tackle in the 1. So as we go over this play, what I want to show you guys, and it is the reason that we gave up the 9 yards on this play, was due to an over aggressive approach to this play. So what you'll see here is a basic power play. So I'll go ahead and I'll play this a little bit just so you see right there. Okay, so actually let's go back. Shouldn't have gone that far. Alright, there we go. So what I wanted to show you guys was the basic play art, which you have a block down here, a block down here. Alright, you're gonna have the center come off and wall 52. Then you're gonna have a block here, and then you're gonna have this tackle come and wall off Kiko. He's a free player just because it is a runaway or a flow play, so backside players usually don't get blocked, and his main responsibility is counter, boot, reverse. Remember that anything that's flow away, your backside players is always going to be counter, boot, reverse. So let's get into this play. And actually, I did leave somebody out, so apologize for that. Is this guard comes out and he's going to pull and be the kick out block. So as we play this, let's go ahead and play. Here we go. Boom. This is what I want to show you guys. So let's go ahead and reverse just a little bit so you can see Baker. Baker does a good job of realizing the play and he gets out there right now. However, the receiver shouldn't be blocking a linebacker, just saying. Really walls him off. Now he does a great job of fighting through. However, the main problem I see here is that he does not square up, and instead he reaches. He kind of lets himself get blocked instead of fighting through it and squaring up. He kind of gets washed out. Okay, that's fine. Now we have Howard. He comes and plays this perfectly as he's outside in. Guys, keep that in mind. When you have a run formation or a run play, so to speak, your outside guys are always going to be outside in. That is how they're going to play this. And the reason for that, okay, guys, the reason for that is very simple. You want the play to flow back to your defenders. If you come in here and try to make a play, now we have the potential for a big play. So Howard does play this fantastic. And now what we have here is a case of over scraping. Okay, and what I mean by that, we'll go ahead and bring this back here. Okay, 52, McMillan, his job right now, does a great job of getting through 61. That's where he should have stopped, right here. He needs to break down and stay on this inside hip, because the players on the inside play the run inside out, meaning they stay inside for the cutback and they stay on the hip in order to make sure that they're on the play, if that makes sense. All right, so he should have broke down right here. However, he overscrapes, leading to this cutback right here. Now, another issue we had on this play, as I go ahead and come back, is Shaw Jones. Shaw Jones right now, right away, is the alley player. He needs to shoot right now. Unfortunately, he does not shoot, and he plays on top, and now he is victim of the cutback. Now, the last player that does not do his job correctly, and I am very, very upset at that, is Kiko. Kiko is the last line of defense. And like I told you guys, backside player, what is the rule? Counter, boot, reverse. Okay? Also, it's cutback that falls into the counter. Okay? And what we'll have here is, he's there. Instead of going through this like McMillan did, he goes over the top to try to make a play. Do your job, guys. Alright? If he was to fight through this, he would be slow playing it through the back. Meaning, this cutback would have landed right into Kiko's hands. And instead of a 9-yard gain, we would have had much less. Alright? And yes, I gotta give him props because he actually is able to make the play with Shaw Jones. However, if all of this would have went correctly, as in here, alright, this play starts basically at the 40. Okay, if Baker fights through number 10's block, which was weak, squares up, that's a gain of 2. If McMillan fights through, breaks down, stays on the inside hip, that's a gain of 5. If Shaw Jones plays the alley, it's also a gain of 5. And if Kiko stays and fights through this block instead of trying to get over him, it's a gain of much less, because he would have been right behind this 61 right here, meaning he would have been able to make this play. So if all of these guys would have stuck to their jobs and played this well, this, instead of being a 9-yard play and a first down, would have been a 2 to 5 yard gain and a third down. So yes, we've done great, but these are the certain things that have killed us in the losses that we've had. It's just miscues and miscommunications and individuals just not doing their assignments. Yes, we know you want to make the play, but if you do your job, we get off the field and we get dubs. And at the end of the day, we want Super Bowls. We want playoff wins. We want wins, period. Alright? So this is just another example of some of the things that went wrong in this play that allowed them to get a first down. Alright, you guys, and this is the final play of this episode, and what a play to end on. This is the interception at the end of the first quarter by Kiko Alonso, and once again, one of the reasons I say that he's improved so much this season when it comes to pass coverage. So what you'll see here is a basic over front again, and like we say, the strength is to the tight end side at the bottom of your screen. And the reason you know it's a 4-3 over is because of the strong side defensive tackle lined up in a 3 and your weak side defensive tackle lined up in a 1. So off bat, when you're looking at this play and the way that Sam Darnold is probably analyzing it as well, what he would think is that they are in a cover 3 defense. That being a third here, a third, and a third, followed by the flat and the 2 hook curls. However, the problem with that is that once they break and start to play, we actually shift into what is a 2 shell, or a cover 2, where McCain drops back, Howard drops back, get Fitz in the middle, we have Jones to the flat, Baker to the flat, then we have hook curl and hook curl. This throws off the offense completely, and being that we have this many guys in coverage and only 3 routes going out, led to the great play by Kiko Alonso. So before we play this, let's go ahead and see the play art on offense. What you'll see is a hook curl by the receiver on the top of your screen, right in this area. You'll see a flat route by the running back. And then you'll see a deep out route by this wide receiver to the bottom of your screen. As we play this, you'll notice that everybody is boxed coming out. The best throw that Darnold could have made would be to this receiver right here, which I believe is Curse, but he's a Jets player, so at this moment nobody really cares. Although that's not the read, his read is primarily focused right here, and as you can see, we're boxed. You got Jones covering the flat, then you have 3 defenders right around where he's trying to look. As you'll see, Kiko will start to take away this window right here, and he'll shorten it and shorten it as the play goes on. Go and play that for you guys. As you see, he drops, he gains depth. He knows that there's no reason for him to break on this. He continues to drop back. He closes the window, and we're off to the races. Great interception. No need for this hit at the end of the play, but I understand the frustration. Once again, beautiful play by Kiko Alonso, and very much well deserved, as he has improved tremendously in the past game, as it was something that wasn't his strong suit last season. So we'll see it more in this view. You'll see he gains depth, and there's the interception. Great play once again by Kiko and the Miami Dolphins. If they continue to play this way and continue to play strongly defensively, we have a great chance of continuing to come away with wins, as long as our offense can move the ball and get in the end zone. Guys, like always, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like, and drop a comment. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of X's and O's for Average Joes. This your host, Coach Gonzo. We out.